Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down a really powerful framework that's redefining what it means to be a modern leader. We're moving beyond just, managing tasks to building a team where every single person feels like they truly belong. So let's just start with a really basic question, but one that gets right to the heart of it all. What's the real difference between a boss who just tells people what to do and a true leader who actually inspires a team to do great things? Well, the answer really lies in building a culture of belonging. And it's not just one big thing you do. It's like putting together a puzzle piece by piece, where every person feels like they fit, like they're a crucial part of the final picture. So here's what we're going to cover. We'll walk through the 4 core dimensions of this model: accountable leadership, systems for everyone, psychological safety, and daily habits. Okay, let's dive right into that first piece of the puzzle: accountable leadership. This is all about getting past just having good intentions, and instead taking real ownership for how your actions actually impact your team. And this table just lays it out perfectly. On one side, you've got the immature approach, making excuses, saying, well, I didn't mean for that to happen, or getting defensive. But I'm a cheerleader. Totally different. They're actually asking for feedback and see building an equitable team, not as extra work, but as a core part of their job. And here's the absolute key takeaway. It doesn't matter what you intended to do if the impact on your team was negative. Real accountability is about owning the actual results of your actions. Full stop. Okay, so let's grab that next puzzle piece. Because being accountable yourself is huge, but it's only the start. It's also about the structures and the rules you operate within, right? Because you can't have a culture of belonging if the game itself is rigged. And that brings us to our second dimension: building systems that are designed to work for everyone, not just a select few. What's so fascinating here is the massive shift in mindset. The immature approach is to build things based on what works for you and just put out fires as they pop up. But the mature leader, when they see an unfair outcome, they don't see it as a one-off problem. They see it as a giant flashing red light, telling them the whole system needs a rethink. This is a total game changer. Think about it. It means you stop asking what's wrong with this person, and you start asking what's wrong with our process that allowed this to happen in the first place. Okay, so you're being accountable and you're building fair systems. That's awesome. But what good are fair rules if people are too afraid to even speak up or take a risk? And that leads us right into our third and maybe the most foundational dimension of all psychological safety. This is about creating a space where people feel safe enough to be honest, to be vulnerable, and even to disagree with you. And the difference here is just night and day, isn't it? It's so easy to confuse a quiet, polite room with a safe one. But a mature leader knows that's not real safety. They actively lower the risk for people to speak their minds. And when someone does push back, they don't shut them down. They get curious. I mean, this quote just nails it. Imagine that. What if you treated every disagreement not as a threat, but as a potential goldmine of new ideas and insights that changes absolutely everything? So you've got these big, amazing ideas: accountability, fair systems, psychological safety. But how do you actually do it? How do you make it real? Well, it comes down to the small stuff, the things you do day in and day out. And that's our fourth and final dimension: your daily habits. This is where the rubber really meets the road. See, this isn't about some grand gesture you make once a quarter. It's about the nitty-gritty. How do you run your meetings? Who gets to speak? Who do you give credit to? A mature leader is intentional about these little moments, designing them to include everyone, not just the usual suspects. At the end of the day, a belonging-centered leader gets it. Their job isn't to be the star of the show. It's to build a bigger stage and make sure everyone on the team has a spotlight. So let's just recap the big 4. One last time on your impact design for diversity. Make it safe for people to speak up and practice inclusion every single day. That right there is the heart of being a belonging-centered leader. But here's maybe the most important thing to remember. This isn't a checklist. It's not a destination. You just arrive at and say, okay, I'm done. This whole framework is a map for a journey, one that's about continuous learning and growth.